This is Dad Random, and what I have for you today is a dash cam. Now, this is a very unique one because it actually has 4 channels. It has 2 side channels, a main channel, and a rear camera that's remote. So this thing will take basically 4 different angles, which is really cool. And you have the option for that. This also has internal memory. It has its own 128K built-in memory, which is really nice. So this, you'll connect up to your app and you'll pull files off the app using the Wi-Fi. But GPS built in and 4 cameras. So you can divide your camera power up into 4K and 1K segments, or 4K and then 3 single, basically, just so you can get all angles and possibly 2 interior images. So say you have a passenger, you want to get a passenger side image or a passenger window image. This will do all of those angles. This is really, really cool. USB-C, all of those things that new cameras have. So now I've actually used the AZDOME app and it works really good. It picks up your GPS information and it records it, which is really nice. All right. So here is what is included. You've got your main camera, which is a surface mount, which I really like. And this actually disconnects. So there's a locking mechanism here. So you can take the camera off. This is really nice. So this will remain stuck to the mounting plate, and then you can disconnect the camera. I really like this. This feature is worth a lot to me. All right, so there's that. So there's your main camera, and then these are your 2 external cameras. So and screen size is let's see. This looks like about almost a 3-inch screen. So pretty cool. You've got your memory, you got your toggle, you've got your selector, and then you got a power button. So this thing really has a lot of really cool features. So here are your 2 side cameras. Now you can choose to use one or both, which is really nice. And they basically just clip on. So just for demonstration purposes, there is your USB-C connection, and you can make it so if this was mounted to the window and I would be facing the camera, this would be front facing, and then rear facing, and then of course side. You can record 360 degrees almost around your vehicle. So very, very cool. Let's see, now this would be here. There you go. There would be the direction. So this would be recording inside of the vehicle now, side, and then you could get different front angles. So there's with a single camera. The other thing that happens every once in a while, these things get obstructed by a part of your car. This would allow you a little more freedom. How you set up your internal cameras. So just really nice. I mean, this thing is just, like I said, I'm very, very happy with this model, the way it is set up. So there it is right there. So now I'd be doing a double recording of the interior of the car. Let's say you're just driving you're going to a drive-up window and you want to record a transaction. You just put that camera out just like that. So just really nice. Now this is your rear camera connector right here. Now a lot of different camera options for different companies, but this is an AV camera cable. So this would go out to your rear camera. I usually, because I drive with a truck, this goes to my interior rear window. So yeah, this is just a great camera. I'm excited to actually use this thing. But you don't have to use all of the cameras. You can just use basically the main unit like this, which is what I ran with a long time, just like this. So very excited to get this camera installed. Let's look at some of the accessories that come with it. So inside your package, these are all of your cabling and your rear camera. It's like you have all kinds. And then of course you got your mounting patches. So it gives you a bunch of them. And I will use these, and then, like I said, I'll just connect the main bracket, and then you can disconnect the camera. But these are really nice at setting up your camera, getting it in a nice spot where it's visible and useful with all of the different camera options. So you got that. You got 2 of those. You got an extra rear camera mount. Let's see, it's like USB-C, USB-A. We've got a mounting tool, which is really nice. I use this tuck tool, and any wire, these are wire adapters. This is it looks like for connecting up to your interior plug. And we have now this cable here is your main power cable. And what's really cool is the way I've got my camera set up now is I never have to remove my main power cable because it's always USB-C. So this is your main power. So mine's connected up permanently to my car because I look at lots of dash cameras. And here is your rear camera. Let's look at the rear camera. Right here. I like this right here. This is universal to a lot of different systems. So the way I would configure it is I would stick this to my rear window, turn it, and then turn it back on itself for my truck. So just like that is how I would install it. You could also install it to view the interior of your car, which is just really cool from the back. So this really gives you a lot of flexibility. These guys are really doing a great job. When I saw them promoting this camera, I'm like, I got to get one of those. So very cool. And then there's your mounting sticky right there for the rear window. And this is your rear camera wire right here to give you an extra long wire. Perfect. And then there's your AV plug. So I've actually used a couple of cameras with the same AV plug, which is really nice. The universal nature of some of these wiring options is really making these cameras just that much more nice to use. This one's going to be great. I can already feel it. I'm going to give this thing a great review because I already like all the ways that this thing is flexible. Where a lot of other cameras are not these days. So there it is right there. There is our AZDOME M660. So this is the M660 dash camera. This thing is 4 channels. Very excited to get this thing set up. So, all right, AZDOME, all right. 4K in the box. Really excited to get it going, get the app, but internal memory, 2 extra channels on the outside, a rear channel. This thing is going to be a hot seller. I don't think I'm going to ever take this thing out of my car, to be quite honest. This is a great unit. All right, AZDOME, there you guys go. You guys kicked it in gear again. Very, very excited for this camera. All right, Dad Random.